Yeah.
The intention. Yeah.
Every behavior that an individual produces has a positive intention for that individual. So in relation to the presuppositions of NLP that I follow, everyone's doing the best they can with the resources they have in every moment. In moments, sometimes we're more resourced than we are in other moments. Sometimes we've had a good night's sleep, sometimes we haven't. Sometimes we've had an argument at work and sometimes we haven't. And all of that will affect the resources that we have available to us in any moment. Yeah. And even if we don't like the behavior that we see in ourselves or others, it's really important to remember that we're doing the best that we can in that moment. Doesn't mean we can't do better in another moment in the future, but in that moment, it's important that we don't berate ourselves and punish ourselves for producing the best behavior that we could then. Does that make sense?
To me, yes and no. I'm fully aware when I'm not doing my best.
Yeah. And is that because you don't have the internal resourcing, the energy to put into it, or the motivation in that moment?
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. So, but in that moment, because you don't have the level of motivation or the level of energy, you're still doing the best you can. It's not the best you can do ever, but it's the best you can produce in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay. We can't do more than our best. So what are other people's thoughts on that? Why is it important to love and accept ourselves?
Can I just add one thought to that? And I do have a couple of others. So I completely get that. And I'm quite heavily focused on the compassion piece at the moment. So this is very relevant. I guess my question or thought is, and how do you really take that into a context, say, of relationship with other people, where something has happened or there's been a behavior, and yes, you know that they've shown up the best that they could in that circumstance, right? And we always don't know the full story with another person. But being able to somehow accept or forgive, but just knowing that the impact on you is quite hurtful.
Absolutely.
Like, how do you triangulate that whole compassion and love piece when you know it wasn't their best, they weren't willing to do their best, the impact on you is quite hurtful, and you're just trying to love yourself and them through it?
I'm not saying allow people to walk over you. I strongly believe in boundaries. Yeah. So I would still have the conversation. When you said that wasn't acceptable to me. Like I have these conversations with my children quite regularly. And it's a coaching approach, especially if we are talking about our children and their behaviors. That as parents, we are literally their coach. That's our job. In the workplace, we're coaching the people who work under us, who are in our teams. Yeah.
Okay. I guess on that topic, when I think about the value and importance, it's also to develop, a deeper sense of kind of resilience to move through life. So I kind of call it the ocean floor. This is the really sturdy ocean floor. And so as there are waves and ripples and things going up above, the ocean floor kind of holds and
Solid.
can manage
Mm.
and let the things move, and not be pulled from under the rug or under the ocean floor when the waves come. So that's a big one for me. And then the last one, which I kind of tap into all three of these, is from a creation standpoint. So having a really healthy, energetic set point from which to create more and to be more and to do more and to have more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, Faye. Sharithra. I can't hear you. That's all right. And then you asked your question.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Sharithra? Oh, now I can
Okay.
hear you. Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's great. Sorry.
No,
My net is a bit bad, probably that's why.
that's
But
all right.
I think I'm really happy to be here today, and it's really lovely to hear everybody's thoughts. And I wanted to just add in that I think it's really important for us to accept ourselves, because a lot of times we take things said by others very personally, and a lot of times that kind of dictates our reality. So if someone tells you that, oh, maybe you don't know how to cook, if for that one time you didn't cook well, and then we kind of are hard on ourselves, like, oh, maybe I'm just a bad cook. And probably we have different ways of responding to that every single time somebody comes up and tells us something like that. So I feel like when we actually tap into ourselves and understand that, yeah, maybe we are a bad cook, and that's fine. It's okay to be bad at something, or it's okay to not be good at everything. So I think when we understand that, like, our flaws, when we're aware of our flaws, I think we are better able to accept our strengths, or better able to accept other beautiful parts of ourselves that we and not what other people think is good or bad. It's just for, like, everybody defines themselves differently. So I think that's very important for that reason.
Yeah, I love that, Sharitha. Thank you so much. And I 100% agree with everything that you just said. Absolutely. Thank you. NN.
Yeah, that's a good question, Jen, and it's really nice to hear everyone's way into it. So I think or believe that love is our true vibration, and we get a lot of interferences because we're here to learn lessons, and so we need to understand how to embody love fully and unconditionally. So it's important to love ourselves, because these challenges show us where we're at, and then if we can love ourselves, then we're able to truly love another, and it is a reality that we create, and love is at a high vibration, because if you look at the hertz, the frequency vibration of waves, peace is high as well, joy is high, and as you go down the ladder, is these
Irritation.
anger, there's a levels of frequencies, and the true frequencies, where we vibrate on the love level and peace level, and that's who we really are when we connect to our true self.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I also believe that we can only receive love to the capacity that we are able to love ourselves. Alrighty. So what causes us to reject who we are? What are the causes, do you think?
Can you
Judgment.
repeat that, please?
Yeah. What causes us to reject who we are?
Self-criticism, the critic, and judgment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I should be doing better.
Yep.
When
And
we
that's,
have
that's not necessarily just according to ourselves. That could be coming from outside of us too, couldn't it? Yeah, totally.
also when we have a very black and white thinking, like this is good and this is bad, and we don't differentiate it based on circumstance. So I think that's something that causes us to feel that.
Absolutely. And Kath's put in, when we perceive others reject us. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. What other reasons do we reject ourselves?
Maybe when we're not ready to face our reality, when we are not ready to sit down with our emotions or our flaws at times, I think that we feel like we shouldn't, like if you're really sad, you feel like, no, I need to get up and get back to work. I cannot be sad. Or when you basically don't want to put in the time to work on yourself, even though you want to, sometimes you're not ready to, maybe. I don't know. But it's when you don't accept or be aware of the fact that you're actually not doing okay, and you need to kind of recheck in with yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. We get caught up in the rat race, can't we? When do you think it starts?
It's a continuum. Like I think that we manifest it over and over. We accumulate either a positive vibration or a dark, heavy vibration, and you can feel that in the emotions. And if we don't deal with it, it just accumulates, like, more and more. So you can either weigh it up. Either you're feeling uplifted and you can, work through that with love, or it just causes this tension and it just tightens and tension inside.
Yeah. So
It's energy.
yeah. When's your first recollection of rejecting yourself?
I think it starts when we're little.
Yeah. As soon as we're judged.
Mm.
And often the first thing that emotion we feel is shame.
Yeah.
And then that we carry that inside of ourselves. And then we start judging ourselves, and then we start judging others. And comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure you've all heard that saying. And it absolutely is. And when we don't accept ourselves, what we're actually doing is we're comparing ourselves to others. Otherwise, what is there not to accept in ourselves?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we all do the right thing all the time, and that we shouldn't sometimes go, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have spoken that way, or, whatever else. But that should not lead us to a conclusion about whether or not we're a good or bad person.
Yeah. I can I add something, Jen?
Yes, of course, Kath.
Thank you. I think, experiences as children is often when we start to learn to reject ourselves, because in the moment that we felt judged or rejected or abandoned by a parent or a carer, the story we make is the aspect of ourself that felt judged or rejected is now we need to reject that in order to keep love. And so we're going to conform and reject that aspect of self that felt rejected by our caregiver, our parent. And so, yeah, that's just unfortunately a really, something I experienced, and I'm sure a lot of us have, is that, that acceptance of self just, part of that dies then, because it's like, well, that didn't get accepted, that got rejected, and now I need to reject that in order to keep the love.
That's right. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely tragic. So, but there are reasons that it happens the way that it happens, and it happens the same way for everybody. Okay. So Think about your biggest doubts about who you are, what you're capable of, and where they actually come from. So we've all heard people say that children are like little sponges, yeah? And it's because they are, and we were. From the age of 0 to 7, children basically are in a theta state, which is a state of deep trance. What that does is it causes children to be highly suggestible, and we don't have a questioning faculty developed in our brain until we are about the age of 7. So we don't actually question the judgments that are put on us before the age of 7, which means on some level, even though as we get older and we become teenagers and adults and all of that stuff, even though we can rationally analyze that and prove it not to be true through evidence, like our achievements or our relationships or whatever it may be, there is a niggling part inside of us that questions, am I going to be able to sustain this? Is it, are they going to figure out that I'm not really who they think that I am and leave me? There's a whole lot of self-doubt that happens underneath because there's a bit of incongruence inside of us. So, residual beliefs, which actually, although we can rationally know they are not true, unconsciously we still believe on some level they are true or fear that they may be true. Okay? And what this does is it prevents us from authentically dropping into who we truly are, into our power, and into our purpose. So the unconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and vivid imagination. So I'll say that again. The unconscious mind does not know the difference between vivid imagination and reality. So the first concept I just want to quickly run through is the concept of cause and effect. And for those of you who have attended workshops with me before, you will know about this. So if you want to be truly successful in anything, whether it's relationships, career, health, whatever, if you want to be successful in everything or anything, you must be at cause. If your clients want results, they have to be at cause. So we are all at the effect at times. Our clients always come to us at the effect, or they wouldn't need us. So whenever they're at the effect, the telltale sign is someone who gives you reasons why they cannot do something or cannot have what they want. So anytime someone gives a reason or excuse why they can't do something, then they're at the effect of something or someone. I'll never have healthy relationships because my father was an alcoholic narcissist. That's being at the effect of my parent. Yeah. If only my parents had have done this when I was little, my entire life would be completely different. That's being at the effect. Yeah. So it basically, if someone is at the effect of someone or something else, what they are saying is, I can't do it because someone's doing something to me, and they're basically handing their power over to somebody else. Yeah. So it's easy to be at the effect. We've all been at the effect of COVID over the last few years. Okay. So we've all had something. All of us have been affected by it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. What we want to be able to do is if people are at cause, then they can move more quickly through the problem. So people can stay at being at the effect of things for a long time, but it doesn't serve anybody because they're handing their power away. So what we want to do as soon as possible, if we notice that we are at the effect, or as a coach, therapist, manager, parent, it doesn't matter. When you notice your client or child or colleague or whatever is at the effect, you want to bring your attention to it or their attention to it and have them move from effect to cause, because that's where you can actually get results. So you either have reasons or you have results. If you're at effect, you have reasons for why you can't have what you want. If you're at cause, then you get results. Okay? So it's a really important concept to understand if you're working with clients, because if you're working with clients, you have to be at cause, because if you're at effect, how can you expect your clients to be at cause? Yeah. So it's just a very, very strong suggestion for you. Okay. So another concept I just want to go over really quickly. Has everybody heard of perception is projection? Yeah. That what you receive is actually what you're projecting. And what you receive that you reject is actually a part of you that you're not accepting. So Carl Jung, he said, we marry our unconscious mind and then we project all of our stuff onto them for the purpose of healing it. Yeah? So it's to bring it into our consciousness, because once we observe a behavior consciously through the act of observation, the behavior must change. The actual act of observing it will change it. Yes, of course. Selena.
Can I just ask something? I mean, it does make sense, but how about somebody is affected by addiction?
Okay, so addiction is not their natural state. Yeah. So the behavior that they're presenting is highly affected by their drug use. But the drug use itself is a choice. They can stop using drugs. People do it all the time. Yeah. So, but whilst ever they remain at the effect of, I can't control it, I'm a prisoner to my addiction, they're at effect. So I worked in drug and alcohol for a really long time. Yeah. And it's almost like the way that it was described to me was, it's almost like you're in a dark room, a dark cell, and there's a light switch on the wall. And first you've got to find the light switch. Yeah. So then when you find the light switch, for some reason, every time you flick it, it won't actually stick. And that's how they describe getting off an addiction to me. But as soon as you flick it, it's like, I can't believe it's taken me so long to figure out how to flick it. But they're at the effect of their addiction. They're not a slave to their addiction. They're choosing to be a slave to the addiction.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, very tricky. Okay. So has everybody here done active visualization or meditation? Yeah. So you've all experienced trance. Yeah. Are there any questions before we do a hypno to build your self-love and confidence? No? All right. So has anybody here not had hypnosis before as a formal therapy? No? Excellent. So you've all had an experience of it. So you're all confident and you all trust the process. Fantastic. So as we know, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. It is a process of following instructions. If you follow my instructions, you will go into trance. It's really, really easy. All right. Does anyone need to go to the bathroom or grab some water or anything before we start? Excellent. All right. So this hypnosis, we're actually going to start with your eyes open. Okay. You will close your eyes at some point. Does anybody want to go and lie down, make yourself comfortable? You don't need to be on screen if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. Excellent. Okay. So just sit back. Oh, hang on. Let's start this. So just sit back or lie back and make yourself comfortable. Feet side by side and arms by your side. Look directly up above your head and see if you can find a comfortable spot on the ceiling or on the wall to fix your gaze upon. The perfect position for it will be one where it's not quite comfortable for you to look at it. Look directly in the way and making your eyes as comfortable as they can be on that point when relaxed. Then move your eyes up to the spot on the ceiling or the wall, a spot or a pattern, or even a plaster crack. Now, when you look at it, the position of your head will be relaxed, but your eyes will have to make a very slight effort to look up at that spot. Just be comfortable and relaxed. Focus your eyes on the spot you have chosen and start to relax very thoroughly, very deeply, and very completely. Remember that for the next few minutes, nothing else matters but you relaxing and listening to my voice. Nothing will disturb you or bother you or even interest you. No outside sounds that arrive will trouble you. People talking, traffic moving past, nothing. You will not even notice the sensation of clothing on your skin or of the weight of your body on the chair or the lounge. Absolutely nothing will disturb you. All these are just outside things. They don't matter. They don't affect you. And so you completely ignore them. Remember too, that if any sudden problem should arise, anything important that needed your attention, you can go back to normal instantly. The state of hypnosis will be totally gone at once, and you will react and respond correctly and exactly as you normally would. So there is nothing to worry about, nothing to bother about. You can just relax completely, happily, and completely safely. All you do is keep your eyes on that spot and gradually, slowly relax everything. Just lie there, calm and quiet. Feel your body living, your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your brain concentrating, your ears listening, everything inside of you working, living, but calmly and quietly. Everything very calm and still and relaxed and very, very safe and secure. Now let every part of you go limp and relax. Feel every muscle, every single one of them relaxing, relaxing completely. And as you relax, feel the tension start to leave your body. All the tensions of the last few days and the last few hours, all of the troubles and problems, let them recede. Let them drift away and not bother you. Just feel them drift away. They are starting to already. Feel all the tightness and the tension draining away from you, especially from your face, your neck, and your shoulders. Let them relax absolutely. The tension draining, draining, draining away, draining down through your body, down your stomach, down your arms and legs, and out and away from you. Gone completely, drained right away, and being replaced by calm, gentle, soothing relaxation. Everything relaxed and still, relaxed and still. All except your eyes still fixed on that spot. And now you're going to relax even more. As you sit or lie there calmly, you're going to relax more and more and more, becoming deeply, deeply relaxed, one part at a time, starting with your toes and feet. First, let all your toes and your feet relax. You concentrate on them quite hard and you feel them and you relax them, drawing all the strength and resistance out of them, letting them become so much more relaxed than you can ever remember before. Now your calf and shin muscles relax. All those leg muscles growing still and relaxed, gently loosening, relaxing, unwinding. And your thigh muscles, back and front, let them relax too. Feel your legs very, very relaxed, very still, lying heavily, motionless, very heavy, heavy as lead, heavy as lead. Now your fingers and hands relax, becoming still and heavy too. Your forearm muscles, feel them relaxing, all relaxing. And your upper arms, they relax too. All the last scraps of tension, leaving them relaxing away so that they too, just like your legs, are lying heavy and still, very, very heavily down. Heavy as lead, heavy as lead. Arms and legs relaxed and heavy as lead. Feeling as if they just don't want to move for a while. They feel good just as they are. Just as they are. Now your eyes still fixed on the spot, but getting tired too. Very tired and heavy. Now relax your tummy muscles. Let them go soft, loose and comfortable. And your chest muscles, relax. Just allow your breathing to take over automatically, as it will, slow and steadily. Shallow, easy, peaceful breathing. Now the muscles in your buttocks and the small of your back, just let them relax. Feel them going soft, passive, subdued. And those spine muscles all the way up your spine, relaxing up between your shoulders, across your shoulders, all comfortable, still, and now your neck muscle, relax all the way up the back of your neck, especially those muscles that are often so tight and so tense. Now they're not going to be tight anymore. They are softening, soothing, calming. You can feel them relaxing, unwinding, relaxing utterly. And your facial muscles relax too. Your face becoming still and comfortable, still and relaxed. Just your eyes left on the spot. Your face relaxing completely. And inside your mouth, even your tongue relaxes. Everything about you now is comfortably relaxed and calm. Everything is still and heavy, relaxing, unwinding, relaxing utterly. Your face becoming still, comfortable, still and relaxed. Everything is heavy. You are calm and peaceful and comfortable, wonderfully and deeply relaxed. Deeply, deeply relaxed. Eyes are feeling so heavy, so very heavy. The lids very, very tired and heavy, wanting to flow, wanting to flow. And soon, very soon, they will close. But do try to keep them on that spot a little while longer as you can. So calm and so heavily and so deeply relaxed. You can hear me count very slowly from 10 to 0. And with every count, you will feel yourself going even deeper relaxed, deeper and deeper with every count. Your eyelids drooping and closing, going deeper and deeper down, until by the time we get to 0, your eyes will have closed and you will have entered a state of gentle hypnotic rest. Not sleeping, not waking, but comfortable, calm, hypnotic rest. Very peaceful, very relaxed, and very, very safe and secure. And you will stay in that happy, calm, and relaxed state until I tell you it's time to wake up a few minutes from now. Then when I do, you will wake up easily and quietly, and you will have really, really thoroughly enjoyed yourself. You will have a lovely, calm feeling of comfort and peace. You will feel relaxed and refreshed and very, very pleased and happy as you could be. For the time being, though, just relax very, very completely as I count 10, 9, 8. Feel yourself going down and down, deeper and deeper down. 7, 6, 5. Going further and further down, deeper and deeper down. Your eyelids are heavy and drooping and closed. They can close any time they want to now. Close any time they want to and go deeper and deeper, relax. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Go deeply down, deeply, deeply down. Eyes closed, eyes firmly closed, and every part of you wonderfully and deeply and calmly. When you're ready, just close those eyes and allow them to be firmly closed as every part of you wonderfully and deeply and calmly. Now, as you sit there, you're going to hear me count down to 0 once more, even more slowly than before. And this time, with every count, you'll feel yourself going deeper and deeper into relaxation, really deeply down, deeper than you've ever been before, right down very deeply where it's very calm and very comfortable and very, very safe and secure. Remember that. It's very calm. It's very comfortable, very safe and secure. You are very, very safe and secure. Listen now. 7. Going deeper and deeper. Very, very deep now. 6. 5. Feeling very dreamy and drowsy. 4. 3. Very sleepy and heavy. 2 and 1. Going deeply down now, very deeply down. 0. Eyes closed and relaxed. Everything about you deeply relaxed. Very heavy, very deep, very relaxed, very safe and secure. It's good. That's very good. Now listen to me. Listen to my voice. You know that you have begun to learn self-hypnosis for a good reason. You have all the necessary ability. You have the motivation and the determination. You are going to embark on an effective self-love program right now because you want to realize your potential, a far greater potential than you ever imagined. You want to fall in love with yourself completely. A love that is deep and so pure. You have the ability. Deep inside of you, you have plenty of ability that you've never even tapped into yet. You will learn how to use this ability to make it work, to discover your tremendous talents and resources. Your talents and resources. So make the decision to fall in love with yourself. You're going to be better, stronger, more confident, more capable, happier. Oh yes, happier, far happier, full of pleasure and contentment and comfort, full of happiness that comes from a whole new level of fulfillment, full of self-love. All this is going to happen. This is absolutely certain. It's going to happen to you, not by accident or by magic, but because you have decided it. You have decided it, and therefore you will do it. You will make it happen. You and your improvement. Your mind, your willpower is harnessed and working all the time, all day, every day, day in, day out. And you'll notice it really soon, maybe even today. You will feel the changes because every day in every way, you're going to get better and better. Every day in every way, you are getting better and better and better. You can feel your mind expanding, lifting, moving, progressing, taking control and asserting itself. It will. because you have decided it. You have decided it, and you are you. You are you, and you are in charge of you, only you. And in the whole huge world, there's no one else quite like you. You are the only one. You are an individual. You are in command. Your strength, your control, your willpower, your belief. And you will feel it strengthening every day, little by little. Control becomes easier to exercise command. Your mind will be moving upward and forward and outward, progressing, advancing, learning, improving, becoming stronger and stronger. And every day you'll feel the bad things receding, the things about yourself that bother you, they're beginning to diminish. They're all diminishing. They won't be so important anymore. They will be smaller, less troublesome. They are diminishing because they're becoming more in proportion. You are making them come into proportion. No more doubts about yourself and your abilities. No more doubts, no hesitations, no fears, no anxieties, no problems or troubles nagging you or overwhelming you. You can face problems, improve them, solve them. You won't be bothered by unnatural fears or worries, no old anxieties creeping in from your past to trouble you or disturb you or upset you. These things are wrong for you. They have no right to bother you, so they won't. Not anymore, because you won't allow it. You won't allow it. Your decision, your strength, and your willpower will not allow it. You are stronger now and getting stronger still. Your will is getting stronger, strong enough at last. And your will says no to worries and unnatural fears and anxieties. Your will says you will not. You will not permit humiliation and doubts and fears and anxieties. So they all recede. They start fading, coming under control. Your control. And as your willpower increases, so does your self-love and your acceptance of yourself and your confidence. It grows stronger all the time. Stronger by the day, by the hour. Your self-love is growing. It's increasing. It's expanding. No longer feeling hesitation or unsure or small or uncertain. Oh no, that is all gone. Now you are bigger, better, stronger. Your willpower is growing. Your mind is strengthening. Your self-love, your self-acceptance and confidence is flowing. You're feeling good. You're feeling strong. You feel in control. You are capable and you are overflowing with love. Everything is improving. Everything is developing. You are improving. Your mind is developing. Your willpower, your strength, your security, your determination, and your courage. Self-love and confidence are building. Willpower is growing. Everything is advancing and progressing. Every day in every way, you're getting better and better. You better and better every day in every way. Better and better and better still. Now listen to me. Now you know the facts about what can happen to you, how you can use your own mind power to improve yourself and your entire life. Yet there are things holding you back. secret things, deep inside things, things you can hardly recognize, things you try not to think about maybe, things of which you tell no one. These are weighing you down, they're restricting you, they're slowing your progress. It's time to be rid of them forever. Everyone has these hidden feelings. You have them, they're there, hidden away for years maybe, but they're there and they don't need to be there. They have no right to be there. They don't deserve to be there. You don't need them. You don't want them. You don't want to have them. You don't want to have them. How dare they? Small doubts, small guilt, small shames, things like that, things that happened long ago, unfair punishments received, insults tolerated, abuses accepted. Perhaps many of these things, perhaps many of these past injustices have lingered and accumulated, and together they weigh too heavily on you. They give you doubts. They make you hesitate. They make you feel unsure, uncertain of your abilities, uncertain of your reception. These are all bad, false, unfair, unneeded. They are hangers on. They aren't against you. You want to be rid of them, free of them? You want them gone? That's all you need to do. For you to want them gone, for you to decide they shall be gone, is enough. It means you examine them, select each one right now in your mind, or later when you are alone. Hold each one up to the light and examine it. Strip it of its hidden mystique, its non-existent power. What is it? It's small. It's trivial. Above all, it's part of the past. It has no importance anymore. So that's it. Out with it. Let it go. Rid yourself of it. But have it gone forever. You can now see it for what it is. Nothing. As something that has troubled you, maybe even for years, but no more. Let it go. Let it go and see it in proportion. Dispose of it. You don't fear it. You don't even care about it, because you are you. You are in charge, not it, and you're done with it. Your mind power triumphs. It's gone. It's over. It's done with. You care about it no more. And at once you feel better. At once the burden lightened. You have won. You can beat every fear that way, bit by bit. You can do all of these things. Rid yourself of guilt and shames and anxieties and doubts and fears. They have no part of you now. You are a new person, stronger character, determined fiber, filled with courage and determination, and growing better all the time. You are lifting up your head, squaring your shoulders. You are facing facts. You are you. And you can look the whole world right in the eye. No more hiding, no more doubting, no more retreating or skulking alone. Out now and up and forward, greeting the day and the world, greeting everyone with a smile, and knowing there is a place for you right where you choose. You will be more appreciated. People will start to see new things about you. They will recognize you for what you are, a good, strong, reliable, honest, fair person. You know that inside all these things are possible. They can all happen. More than that, they are already happening. Already you feel stronger. You feel your confidence and self-love growing all the time. You ignore setbacks. You go right ahead and go again. You keep moving forward. You push on. You never, never give up. You never yield and you never doubt. You are you. You are in charge. Your mind power knows it. Your growing confidence, self-love knows it. You are getting bigger, better, stronger, more sure, more fulfilled, more successful, happier, and more confident all the time. You are making progress. You are getting better. You. You are you. Relax and remember that. Relax and remember that. Relax deeply now, very deeply, and remember. Relax and remember. Remember too that everything good that happens to you happens not as a result of someone or something else. Not even this lesson does that. It all happens because of you, because of your newfound strength, your new confidence, and your self-love. It works for you, and it allows you to make things happen. Everything happens because you decided it. You willed it for yourself. You are feeling good and content and happy. You are feeling fit and strong and healthy and well. Feel your body teeming with life and zest and energy, ready to move, ready to go, tuning up, feeling good, really good. You are feeling happy, feeling joy, and feeling satisfaction. You are feeling exhilaration, feeling light and buoyant, full of pleasure and happiness, and overflowing with love. Your mind is happy and contented. Your body is strong and vigorous. You are feeling altogether fit and strong and healthy and well, and so wonderfully good and happy. You can do it. You are doing it. Your mind power is in control because you are you, and you are in charge of you. The bad things are diminishing and leaving you. No more worries now, no fears, no doubts, no anxieties, no fretting and no worrying. You yourself are getting better, progressing in every way, every day. Your personality is advancing, your confidence and self-love is growing, and your willpower is expanding. Everything is improving and getting better and better. You're feeling fit and strong and healthy and well and safe and certain and confident and contented and happy. Happier all the time. And this unique and valuable individual that you are, you love yourself and you show yourself respect. You have the confidence to expect others to also to treat you with love and respect. You have the confidence to reject any negative comments because you know you're an interesting person and others enjoy listening to what you have to say. You have the confidence. You know yourself very well. You like the person that you know. You are well aware of your intentions. You don't need to worry if others who don't know you very well misinterpret your words or your actions. You can walk around with your head held high, confident and proud of the fact that you are a kind, loving, and understanding person who has so much to offer. And if other people have not recognized this, you now have the confidence and self-love that they see instantly. And when they do notice and start to compliment you, you can and will accept the compliment, knowing it is well deserved. And you can feel proud and confident about yourself. With your new self-love, you can be more assertive and more sure of yourself, more willing to go for and achieve your goals. And with each and every goal that you achieve, no matter how small, your confidence and your self-esteem just grows and grows. You're feeling happy and content with yourself, and therefore have no need to judge others. And if others judge you, you can feel compassion because they don't have the same confidence in themselves that you have in you. And you will feel good and thankful for the opportunity to prove to yourself that you have the ability to be compassionate, and this you recognize has increased your self-worth and your confidence in yourself. And now when you look in the mirror, it pleases you to see this vibrant, confident, self-assured, kind, caring, and compassionate, completely unique person smiling back at you. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And as I do, you'll feel yourself getting lighter and lighter, coming back up from the deep, relaxed state of mind, right up to the surface, until at number 10, you'll be eyes open, wide awake, feeling very fresh and alert and very happy. And those good feelings will stay with you. And next time you do this, it will be easier still. 1, 2, 3, gently moving up. 4, still feeling very calm and relaxed. 5, 6, just noticing your fingers and toes. 7, 8, giving those fingers and toes a little wiggle. 9 and 10. Eyes open, fully awake, feeling fresh and alert, and notice how good you feel. Hello, Felicia. It's so great to see you here. You made it just in time for the hypno. Well done. I can't hear you. You're muted. I still can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Type me a message. How was that, guys? How was that for you? Felicia's trying to tell me how it was. How was that for you, Faith?
It was beautiful. I actually drifted off though, and then came back about midway through. So I don't know. I don't know if it means anything, but I was very, very relaxed. Yeah.
How was that for you, Wayne and Celine?
I couldn't stop thinking about one thing,
Yeah.
and that was what you said at the beginning, because I've heard it. I could exaggerate and say a million times, but not quite. And that is that perception is projection. And I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So it was just wonderful just to go off and keep thinking about that. So that was great.
Yeah,
Mm.
good. And I will give you all a copy of that recording too.
Oh, okay. That'd be
Yeah,
good.
so I'll send. Yeah, that's really wonderful. Yeah, when it took me quite a while to get my head around the whole perception is projection thing, because I was rejecting it because I couldn't stay at effect once I accepted perception is projection. Excuse me. So it's all really interconnected, you know, perception is projection, cause and effect, and, you know, the whole bit. Yeah. How is that for you, Celine? You're actually unmuted. You're actually muted, sorry. Thanks, Celine.
I'm here. So heavy. I just feel so heavy.
You need to go to bed now.
Yeah.
So I said to Faye with her dressing gown on, I went, "Oh, you've come ready, so she can just go straight to bed after."
Yeah,
So you went really deep.
I do. I do have. I've, even my mouth is hard to move. I don't want to talk.
Okay, that's good. You don't need to talk, Celine. I'm glad that
It's
you. And thank you, Felicia. Yeah, I knew you when you because like I saw you in the waiting room. We just started, and I went, "No, I'm letting Felicia in. She'll know exactly what's going on, and she'll drop herself in." Yeah, so I'm really glad that you made it. It's really good to see you. Yeah, it's lovely. Kath, are you with us?
Yes, hello. Hi.
How are you, Kath?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, I went off somewhere. No, that was great. Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to revisiting because I went quite deep and then I think I just disappeared for a little while. So it was lovely. Yeah.
Doing some really deep unconscious work, throwing stuff out.
Mm, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And then I just saw your message. It made me giggle. Whoa.
Thank you so much, Jen. It's like Kath, I went somewhere else and yeah, yawning helps relieve it, like integrate it.
That's right. Yeah, yawning is a sign of integration. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah. Well, I'm really sorry I went over. I do tend to go over a little bit, but not usually this much. So I hope you don't mind. Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask before we wrap up? We're all too tired. If you do come up with any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or to message me or anything like that. I hope you all have the most delicious rest tonight. I hope you all sleep so beautifully and deeply and wake up feeling different tomorrow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening.